Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for today, this one's going to be doing a discussion video for today. We're going to be going over Ghost of Yotei, we're going to be going over some just minor things for this game, certain things we know about it so far, some final thoughts before the new game comes out. I wanted to give some thoughts out there because we have Ghost of Yotei coming out here literally in about a week's time, so want to definitely give my thoughts on that and discuss it. So, we did the review yesterday for Ghost of Tsushima. Definitely let me know your thoughts on that down below, on that game, and your guys' thoughts. Now I want to talk about Ghost of Yotei. I want to talk about some of the advertising, just some of the things we know about it in general, because I think this is going to be a really exciting game, and I think there's going to be a lot of really good story to it. So, yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, I mean, it's a phenomenal story. What can I say? How are they going to top this, genuinely, in the next game? Now, here's the thing. I don't need them to top this. I don't need them to top Ghost of Tsushima. I just want a good game. And to be honest, I think in general, in terms of what I've seen from Ghost of Yotei, this is what I'll say about it so far. The main character and the protagonist of this game is Atsu, who of course is going to be our main character. Now obviously we're getting a female lead for this game rather than a male lead with Jin in the first game. So I like the variety there as well too, you know what I mean? You get a badass male leading the game, and now you get a badass female leading the game. So I think that's really cool. And, well, based off what I'm hearing at least, the main story of this season is that her family was murdered, basically. And then we find out that the people that did this were called the Yotei 6. And then she's going to be going after them, basically, and it's kind of like a revenge type mission. Now, this takes place hundreds of years after Ghost of Tsushima. So Jin is long gone by this point. Jin would not even be alive. So obviously, you know, there's not going to be any kind of like connections or anything crazy like that. We could like maybe hear about it, you know, at one point. Maybe we could hear about it at some point, you know, something like that. We could hear about maybe something to do with Jin, the great Jin, you know, Sakai, right? I mean, that would be cool. Maybe they do go over some of the stuff he did and some of the heroic stuff that, you know, the guy went through and stuff. I mean, that would be cool. Because, again, like, one of the things I'm already liking about the advertising from this game is that it feels faithful to the first one. The visuals are literally on par. It looks phenomenal. If not a little bit better because it's a little bit more modern, you know what I mean? They've had 5 extra years from, you know, Tsushima to Yotei to, you know, upgrade the visuals even more than they already were. I mean, if y'all didn't see the review, I even said it. I think Ghost of Tsushima genuinely is the most beautiful game I've ever seen in my life. So there's not really much you can do to outdo it, but somehow this one already looks even better, just by a little bit. And I think it's those PS5 graphics that they got going on. I think that's kind of what it is, genuinely. But it's really cool. I'm really impressed with it, genuinely. But yeah, I love that. Love the look of it. It's very faithful. It looks just like the first one, except a little bit enhanced for the PS5. That's genuinely the look of it to me. It feels unique to itself, you know what I mean? Because instead of the Mongols, you got the Yotei 6 in this one, which I'm very intrigued by. I'm curious to know a little bit more about them. I reckon in the first probably half hour to an hour, we're probably going to see them do some gruesome things to this woman and really set her out on that revenge path that we'll kind of see go down. Because that's the initiation of the game. That's the initial plot, you know what I mean? And then obviously we're going to see where that goes from there. So I'm very curious to see all the details about that. I'm curious to see everything that goes down with her, and I think it's going to be really, really cool to see. I'm really excited for Atsu. I'm really excited to know more about her character, because the voice actress seems really good so far from the trailers I've been seeing. The overall combat with her looks really good. She looks like an absolute badass. And, well, now it gets into one of the massive theories that a lot of people have about this game, and I've been hearing this everywhere. So, even though we are not going to see Jin in this game, because obviously, realistically, he would be long gone, a lot of people think that there's a chance that they do a reveal in this game, and you find out that she is the Sakai. Now, that would be big. That would be massive. And to be honest, I would not be surprised. They could do something like that, you know what I mean? He'd be like, what, her great, yeah, bunch of greats, grandfather, you know what I'm saying? I guess, I mean, that, you know, again, like, I would like to see it, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be a cool connection. I've heard those rumors, I've heard those theories going around. I guess we'll find out in about a week's time, so we'll see what ends up going down, but I don't know, man, I don't know, I feel like they could go there, they could go with that twist. Or maybe they want to stay away from the obvious, because I will admit it's obvious that they would do something like that. But again, I mean, they do it. I mean, I think that would be interesting. It'd be definitely a crazy and, intriguing development. My question is, like, is this it for the Ghost franchise? Are we getting 2 games and that's it? Or are we getting like a trilogy here? Like, are we going to get something else that might be like a good few other 100 years away from this, maybe in like 2030? You know what I mean? Like Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei, and then maybe one other one? Good question. You know what I mean? So, either way, the brand is really damn good. I'm really into it. And after playing Ghost of Tsushima, I mean, I'm down for a few more of these type of games. As long as they're executed well, of course. But, yeah, man, I'm intrigued with Ghost of Yotei right now. I'm very intrigued. I'm curious on it. It definitely looks nice. It looks good. I know some people have their worries about it, but I personally don't. I think it looks really great. I have no issues with the presentation of it so far. And obviously, I'll find out, once we go through it, which we will review it within, the few weeks. I'll definitely get a review out for it, of course, and stuff like that. But I want to know some of y'all's predictions for the story. I want to know what are some of the things you guys are thinking, will happen. What are some of the things you guys could see going down? It's definitely a good question. It's definitely a lot of crazy stuff. So I'm curious to see where this all goes. I really am. Now, finally, there were some early reviews for this game that I did want to go over. It sounds like IMDb, I think, gave it a 8 out of 10, and IGN, I saw an 87%. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So roughly an 8 to an 8.5. Usually with critics, that usually means like about a 9 or a 10 for someone like me. So, that's good. That's really good, because critics they never give, 10s for basically anything, you know what I mean? So, I think that means that we're in for a home run. I think that means that if anything, if it ain't at least close to perfect, it's if not perfect. You know what I mean? I think it'll be one of those. To be honest, though, I see it being perfect. I really do. I feel like it's going to be a great follow-up. Now, again, though, my question is, will it be as good as Ghost of Tsushima? Even though I don't need it to be, I'm curious to see where it's going to line up. Like, could they outdo Ghost of Tsushima? Like, I doubt it, because the story of Jin Sakai is really, really, deep. But again, you never know. You never know, man. You never know. So we'll have to see. But anyway, I'm very excited for this. Definitely want to get your guys' thoughts down below on what you're expecting for Ghost of Yotei. And let me know, what are you guys' thoughts going into it. So if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a straight fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.